Hi everyone, my name is Vicky. I'm the founder and director of MindBodyFood, Holistic Women's Health, Wellbeing and Recovery. I wanted to talk about the cost of staying stuck today. This is something that I see quite a lot in my practice, and it's something that a lot of people in healthcare see a great deal when people reach out asking for help. This is where I often see the human behaviour come into play, that someone's curious about changing, someone's in that state of pain when they reach out and contact me, but having thought about it for a couple of hours later, having the opportunity to really take action when someone says, yes, I am here and I can see that you're struggling and you're in this vicious cycle and I can help you get out of it. Sometimes that is very, very scary. And really it's a reaction, it's a survival instinct from the brain that is unfamiliar with what it would feel like to not rely on or have this pain cycle in their lives. And even though we might logically, consciously understand that it's not so much fun living within this experience of the binge diet cycle or the beating ourselves up, low self-worth, low body confidence cycle, we are still in a cycle of familiarity. We are still in a cycle where our brain knows what to expect and we believe that that's how things are. That does not mean that that has to be how your life is for the rest of your life, but to be able to change the cycle, you have to be willing to change what you first think about yourself so that you can reflect that in the life around you, in your feelings and behaviours, which become your habits. I often see people staying stuck and coming up with reasons and excuses why, even though they were ready to take a chance and make a change, they're now not so ready to make that change. You have to ask yourself, if this is your scenario and you're afraid of changing and someone's reached out or someone has responded to your call out for help and the fear has held you hostage, I want you to really consider, what is staying stuck costing you? I often have people say that they've spent thousands and thousands on different diets trying to fix their problem with food. The thing is that food can't fix feelings. So there is nothing to fix per se. There is an inquiry and an opportunity to really look deeper into how you are feeling about yourself and where is that coming from? What beliefs do you hold about yourself? Often people with eating disorders or eating issues, body image issues, they're often striving to please other people, they're often striving for perfectionism, they're often worrying about what other people think of them, and while they're so preoccupied in their mind about attaining this level of satisfaction or happiness according to what other people want for them or they believe other people would prefer they reach and attain for themselves, they are completely unaware as to the cycle that's keeping them stuck. What I do is to help them become aware of those cycles, of where it all starts, so that you can go to the root cause of why am I staying stuck, and helping you understand how the brain works and keeps you in that state of stuckness. So when I hear people say, I don't know if this is the right thing right now, or I have this and this that I have to pay out at the moment and I've spent a lot of money and I don't think I'd be able to afford it, they come up with a lot of reasons and excuses, and it's not always financial. Sometimes it's a lot of other things that just happen in life and takes their attention away from themselves. Again, a lot of people who have these kinds of issues, particularly women, are very, very good at diverting attention onto the other people in their lives who really need them, who are demanding their attention, and they just can't possibly justify spending that time focused on themselves. And a lot of that has to do with fear, because they don't know what they're going to find, and it's going to be uncomfortable, because changing how you feel means actually having to feel your feelings in the first place. I see this cycle so often, and really when I do get to talk to these people, the first question I ask them is, what else is it costing you? What is surviving like this, living like this actually costing you? It's costing you your relationship. If you're not showing up and giving the best of yourself to the people that you love the most, then that's costing you relationships. You're not serving them by allowing this thing in your own life, in your own mind and body and heart, to really get in the way of having meaningful, deep and connective relationships with those that you love the most. If you're having issues that your children are starting to model your behaviour and you're seeing anxiety or depression symptoms in your children, or if you're seeing eating behaviours in your children, or if they're talking about not being good enough or smart enough, and you know that that's coming from the way that you talk about yourself, then that's costing you being a good role model to your children. hobbies, if you can't go out and enjoy social situations, if you are always running late everywhere because you are so obsessed and focused over what you look like and how is that going to come across to the people that you come into contact with. There are so many other ways that it could be costing you that aren't anything about money. It's more about your sanity, it's more about your mood, your energy, your sleep, your eating habits. It's more about how you nourish yourself, how you take care of yourself, if you are putting any conscious awareness into those areas at all. So it's all of these ways that it starts to build up and build up and build up and cost you your health and your happiness. So what I want to put to you is it really worth staying stuck? If you could move beyond that state of stuckness in that vicious cycle and move beyond feeling the pain or discomfort of being in your own mind or body, move beyond worrying about what other people think of you, move beyond doubting yourself and not feeling confident, to find self-worth, to find an empowered voice, to stand into your own brilliance and be able to really assert what you want in your life and go claim it. If you could do that, wouldn't that be so much more worth coming up with the excuses and staying stuck so that nothing actually changes? This is what I want to put to you if you find yourself in that situation. It makes me incredibly sad when people reach out for help when they're at their worst and they don't act upon it, because the pain settles down, the numbness has returned, and life has gone back to normal in the few hours or the day or so between having someone catch up with them and say, hey, you reached out and I'm really here to help you. And in the meantime, things become familiar again. The fear and the pain isn't so bad. So it stops them from taking those steps forward for themselves to create the change that in their hearts they are really screaming out that they would like to make. Nobody needs to stay stuck. There is always help there for you, and nobody needs or wants or would consciously choose to stay in an unhealthy or unhappy relationship with themselves and their body. So I hope this video has given you some value and a new perspective. So if it has and you've liked it, please subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends, and jump on down and comment below. Take care everyone, and I'll see you next time.